And moving on to other breaking inputs, Manjinder Singh Sirsa has slammed the Congress for staging protests. The Akalis leader has tweeted, and I quote, "What is this protest all about? Inside the Lok Sabha, farm laws are being repealed, but a party smitten with a family doesn't want to give credit to the farmers for their victory," unquote. A very important point that is now being mentioned by Manjinder Singh Sirsa, because this is exactly also something that is being put forth by the ruling party of whether the opposition wants to take credit for the very fact that the farm laws have been repealed or are in the process of the repeal. And Manjinder Singh Sirsa also putting out a tweet to this effect. I want to cut across to my colleague Piyush, who's joining us live on the broadcast. And Piyush, we really see every side of the story, because it is the opposition saying that the government is now on the back foot and the government has purposely done this, timing this move to the elections. The ruling party also saying the same thing, that it is the opposition that is now trying to gain brownie points, trying to take credit for the repeal of the farm laws, whereas Manjinder Singh Sirsa hits the nail on the head where he says it clearly that it is the victory of the farmers. The farmers have been there on the borders, they have been protesting, they have been consistent to put their point across, and now that the government has taken this decision, let the credit go to them and let the opposition not play to their advantage. Piyush, if you did hear me there, important to discuss this very tweet by Manjinder Singh Sirsa. He puts it out clearly, don't take the credit. And he categorically puts it to the Congress that don't try to use this to your advantage. This is the hard work of the farmers, the consistency of the farmers who stood put on their point, and now let them take the credit. Session minutes before the first day, and how the winter session in the Parliament comments. Congress chief Sonia Gandhi chaired an opposition meet at the Parliament premises. However, cracks in the opposition were in the open as Aam Aadmi Party, NCP and Shiv Sena gave that meeting a miss. Opposition members led by Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi were seen protesting inside the Parliament premises. Ahead of the Parliament's winter session, the opposition demanded the withdrawal of the 3 farm laws and raised anti-government slogans.
सरकार हाय 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 निकम्मी सरकार हाय 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 अरे एमएसपी लागू करो अरे एमएसपी लागू करो अरे किसानों को मारना बंद करो अरे किसानों को मारना बंद करो अरे किसानों के साथ न्याय करो अरे किसानों के साथ न्याय करो।
And as we continue to get you more voices from the opposition, TMC MP Dola Singh is now with us on the phone line. He is also one of the 12 suspended MPs who will now not be a part of the winter session. Dola Singh, your reaction to this very strong action that has been taken against those MPs who are responsible for creating a ruckus and not allowing business to function? Dola Sen, not too sure if you can hear me, ma'am. If you can, I want your response on what has just happened and how you look at this entire situation. You, along with 11 other MPs who've been suspended for unruly conduct. Again, we may have lost that line. We will try and reconnect with Dola Sen and the other MPs as well to get their point of view. But primarily, as they voice their sentiment, they say that they were not given a chance to talk. And what option were they left with? Having said that, the government making it amply clear that they are open for any sort of discussion, but the House must function in an orderly fashion and unruly scenes cannot be allowed. Whosoever is responsible for it will not be accepted.